Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Grab a beverage of your choice, because today we will be discussing Ride or Die in relation to comics. I have noticed this over time, just like watching people at the comic shops or watching reviews or comments I've seen made on Twitter. And it made me think. There are people out there who are ride or die on whether it be with just a company, who will only get stuff like Marvel or only DC, Image, or independent, whatever. Or they will only get certain characters, like, say, Batman or, Firestorm. Then there are some people who will pick up anything done by a certain artist. Like Jim Lee, Peach Momoko, insert name here. And one thing that I've noticed a lot, other than the just the character one, is things done by certain writers. And that right there is one of my big things with that is, you've got people like, say, Tom Taylor. You have Scott Snyder. You have, all these different people. And there are a quite, vocal part of the community that will, say, let's just take Tom Taylor, for example, who, anything that he does is the best that's ever been done. You will get, I get everything by Tom Taylor, and it's all fantastic. It's all incredible. It's all, if you don't read this, you're missing out. It's incredible. J. Michael Straczynski, does, everything he does is fantastic. Stuff like that. And it sort of makes me, I'm not singling these people out in the slightest. I mean, if you enjoy them, their stuff, I am a huge fan of Straczynski. Fine. But the whole concept of ride or die, whether it's writing artists, company, it seems a bit, just, I don't want to say selfish, it just seems a little myopic to me. Let's just take Jim Lee, for example. I love Jim Lee's art. I think I'd put him up within like maybe he's in my top 5 of artists ever. And I enjoy, seeing his stuff. Will I buy everything that he does? No. I mean, it will certainly get my attention. Say, oh, this is written by Jim Lee. Let me, take a look at this and, see if there's something if it's worth getting. I mean, you can have stuff with Jim Lee in it and it not be good. Example, All-Star Batman and Robin. I mean, come on. That looked incredible. Was it good? That's debatable. It was entertaining seeing how it was, because Frank Miller, this is also another person that people I've seen people being rotted eye for. Frank Miller went completely off the fucking rails on that. It just went batshit crazy. No pun intended. So, I mean, you have the beautiful art by Jim Lee, but then the story that makes you just sit there and go, huh? What? You have people like Tom Taylor, who I love his out of continuity stuff. Deceased, awesome. But that's, I think they're going to the well. A couple times too many on that one, but a lot of his out of continuity stuff is really good. I've seen some of his in continuity stuff, and I think it is not as good as his other stuff. Mainly because he just could be restricted by continuity. I mean, you have his Otherworld stuff. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Because it's Elseworld. But when they're stuck inside the main titles of continuity, he has to stick with certain things. That is a weakness. And that is one thing that I've learned is, you can enjoy the hell out of a writer's work, but not everything they're going to do is fantastic. Straczynski. Been a fan of his since Babylon 5, and I've picked up his books. I've picked up his. He's got a couple of novels out there. I have Babylon 5 sitting back here on my movie shelf or TV shelf. I'm getting his AWA stuff, and some of his things are better than others. And, to say, I'm just going to pick up everything that they've done. I mean, look at his Spider-Man run. I have not read that, but come on, we're talking like One More Day. And I know there's some controversy around that. There's some editorial interference. But see what I'm getting at? I mean, no matter how good some of this other stuff, they can put out stinkers. And there are, some parts of the storylines are incredible, some aren't. So to be, I'm going to pick up everything he does and everything they do is incredible. No. So what we need, what I'd like, what I think is good is you have, let's just say you take uh, uh, Frank Miller, okay? His early stuff. You can have his early stuff, and then that can be ruined by bad art. So to say, everything, so even the good stuff can be ruined, and then or then later you get to, Superman Year One that he did, which is just a confusing jumble of whatever. I think that even made his Batman and Robin story great by comparison. Uh, you you need good everything, good story, good art, and so people, you don't need to be, ride or die. To ride or die is just, get everything they've done, and everything is fantastic. Now, that being said, there are two people that I can be considered ride or die for. I can't sit there and say you shouldn't be ride or die for people and then not bring this up. A man by the name of Dan Schaefer, who I originally came aware of in a miniseries called Malefic. I am ride or die. Excuse me. I have read everything that I've gotten my hands on of his since that I've enjoyed. That being said, there are parts of his that I've enjoyed more than other pieces. Malefic being my absolute favorite. But everything that he's done is good, is vastly entertaining. There's just some, like I've said before with other stuff, some are better than others. And his art, when he does it, is incredible. Then there is also Ed Brubaker. I am working my way through getting all of his non-superhero stuff. I'm not a big fan of Captain America, so I'm probably not going to get his Captain America run. And I've been contemplating on getting his Daredevil run. But the stuff that I've gotten of his especially his noir stuff, his, criminal, incognito, just femme fatale, which I'm working on, Kill or Be Killed. I mean, that stuff is just incredible. Reckless. I haven't read one of his that I haven't enjoyed the hell out of. And the art suits every single one of his stuff. So, yes, I am, in two cases, guilty of ride or die. But for the most case, I really don't see the reason behind it or the passion behind it. Just to sit there and restrict yourself to all Marvel, all Image, all, or just Batman, or, just Teen Titans, or, I'm only going to read Dan Schaefer. I'm only going to read, Ed Brubaker. Doesn't make any sense. You should just pick up stuff, enjoy it. That's the whole point of comics, is to enjoy and, discuss with the other fans and say, okay, this book here, I really enjoyed the hell out of it. Or, hey, this one sucked. And, you can debate between friends and people say, yeah, One More Day was horrible. Or what, all of a sudden, Gwen Stacy had kids with the Hobgoblin? Or the Green Goblin? What? Read the stuff, enjoy it. Don't limit yourself to one artist, one type of, one genre, one company. Read it, enjoy, have fun. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents in it, or on it. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. If I'm right or wrong, if you think I'm full of it or not. And like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comics, no matter who publishes them or who's in them.